Okay, this is another project I'm getting myself into, and what a mess, right? I just pulled all of this out of my pantry slash laundry room, and we do these kind of things more in the winter because the inside projects, because here in the late spring and summer it's really hot. And if you come, I'll show you the pantry. If you can see this faucet. This was bad when we bought the house, and I can't get it clean. It's just embedded in there with, I have mismatched appliances. I probably will not replace those right now. They're both working fine. We would like to move these down below that area. And then this is a no judging, right? But I want to paint inside here and just really give some kind of better organization to these cabinets. I already emptied out. This is the pantry side. It's a small room, but we're going to make it work. So what I'm going to do now is finish taking off all these cabinet doors, and I'm going to be painting inside white, all of it. I've already numbered the cabinets doors. Everything will be painted. This is going to be a dark gray. Walls are going to be white. And that's what I'm getting ready to do here. So set this up, and then what I guess I'll do as we go, I'll paint the walls. Ed's gonna he's gonna take this shelf out. We're gonna be replacing it. He's gonna try to move these down. This is really dirty. This room is really neglected. Okay. I got the bottom off, all the bottoms off. Ed's nice enough to get the top ones off for me. Just cleaning this out with some warm, kind of hot water that's in this hideous utility sink.
Got to use a bucket because it don't plug.
I don't know where the plug is, but so I'm going to clean all of these shelves out, and I may get them painted white. Ed may have to be going up there. And I have ordered...
I always get roped into this.
I have ordered some new organization. Boy, that stuff's expensive too. I did find a few on sale, as you can see.
For their cans.
So we won't keep buying the same thing over and over because it gets pushed to the back. This in here is a gas line we had ran. A plumber did that so we could get a gas, stove range. Okay, I'm just gonna film around. Ed, this is what, let me get over here. Yeah, it's really dark out. We started late. This is how the first coat went on. As you can see, it was just sucking it up. I haven't done that. And then this down here is a second coat. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get back. It is a lot better. Did go on a lot faster, but I think it's going to need a third coat. Okay, 2 coats on all of the bottom. It's got 1 coat up there. It started cutting in over there. But his back's been bothering him, so he's gonna take a break. We may just start again in the morning because I have to let this second coat dry Doggy pad. This is what we're using. I think it was $23.99. Didn't want to spend a whole lot painting the inside. And yeah, I know primer would have been ideal to use, especially on, you know, that, what is that, particle board, press board, whatever it's called. But man, having to cut in all of these boxes, this is not fun. Okay, another day. We're going to be doing this chalkboard because it needs a fresh coat. I'm going to sand it down to smooth it out and then try to get some new chalk paint on there. Let me show you. So I can't pick it up, but it's really rough because I also put on there that magnetic paint that you can put over chalk paint, but I didn't like it. It really messed the chalk paint up, so we're going to sand it down and redo it. Ed rigged me up, tried to catch most of the dust as we go, so it's
My shop vac.
hooked on there. We'll see how it works. We've done this before. All right, I didn't have any chalk paint and I only need enough for that little chalkboard. It's not real little, but so I found this out in the garage. It's just flat paint, Rust-Oleum. And they say to mix equal amounts of water and plaster Paris according to how much you need. I'm not going to need a whole lot, so I'm just going to pour some of this in here and make a little at a time. I can make more if I need it, but that's what I'm going to use to paint my chalkboard because I see no sense of paying nearly $20 for a quart of chalk paint. All right. Then what I'll do is put a little clip. Okay, that's coat number 1. And after it dries, I'm going to put, well actually I'm going to end up doing 3 coats. They say that is better because of the wiping off and cleaning, but there's first coat. Right now I'm working on the walls, painting them just white over white. Probably only gonna, you probably can't even tell. This down here is painted. This up here and over that is just, we just have the cut in on it. And so then we'll just work our way around getting the walls done, and then we're going to start on painting the cabinets. And this whole area, you notice we're working kind of around this way. We're going to have to do some things over here. We did get the sink faucets coming in a few days, and then we're going to have to pull this out so I can paint all behind there and without all of this stuff in the way. And we're hoping to be able to switch the dryer closer to the wall and move the washing machine over to this side. But all right, I'm going to get back to painting. All right, so far we've got this area over here all painted. Not a big area, but it's done. Gonna put another coat over the chalkboard. I will paint the trim when I'm done. And now what I have done to prepare the face of this cabinets is I have me go over here and get my stuff. I have used this right here. We'll pick up to wipe them all down with. It's supposed to dull it out. And I let that sit on there about 10 minutes, 15. It did work. Then I went ahead and took a damp cloth and went over it. I don't want it to react with the primer. So I'm going to go ahead and use this 3M sanding block and give this a sanding, and then I'll put my first coat of primer on there. I'll probably only use one coat of primer. And then we can get a coat of paint on there. We're just taking back to work. Time on this. I'm going to try to show you. I am getting ready. This is the primer. And I am getting ready to put the first coat of paint on here. And it's that Oops paint that was $9, so I'm hoping it goes good. I got my little heater on. Let me just turn around here. I have my little heater on because I'm having a lot of trouble with the paint. It's taking longer to dry. So we brought our little heater in. This is a mess. Alright, I'm going to get going on painting this. It puts a lot on the roller.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it just slung it on my arm. Okay, I'm just gonna sand these with a hand sander inside the house because it's just too cold, and when I'm done, I'm gonna clean it all off and put the primer. This is the back side, and then I will flip it over and repeat the process until I'm ready to paint them. And then I'll bring the other 4 top ones in and do those and just work my way around the room. I have my first coat of paint on that, and it's been dry for a while, so I just got through doing a light sanding on it, and then wiping it down. It's a mess, but here's Amazon stuff, knobs and faucets and stuff. But then I have these doors, both sides all sanded down, and this is the back side or the inside. They have a coat of primer on, and then when they dry, I will turn them over and put a coat of primer on the other side. Got to get these doors down. I can't reach them. I only can take this one off. But we're not painting the inside of this one, are we, Ed?
No.
That's a lot of work, but this one, I definitely wanted to. No, I don't know. I guess I will, this is a mess. I'll pull some of this stuff out because I do want to clean in there. Go through it, declutter. I love my bread machine. So I'm going to start on that. I did get all of the touch-ups from touching the wall done, so this wall's not painted yet, but it is, what do you call that? I cut in the corner here. The chalkboard is done, and the frame is done. I cut that corner in. Gotta do the gloss still on the frame up there, and it has to touch the ceiling up where I got it on there. But moving along now. Then we'll let it dry, and I'll sand it lightly and put another coat on the back, and we'll let them dry overnight and then flip it over and do the other side. I have the 4 upper ones done over here, drying over there. Trying to make space to do this because it's too cold outside. I'd much rather spray them, You think, Ed?
Yes.
Well, Ed's gotten in here, and before I could get the camera, he started pulling things out, which is okay with me because I need to get to painting this cabinet first. I'm going to clean it. Ooh, it is dirty. So we're going to move the dryer. I have mismatched washer and dryer. And we're going to put the dryer over here because this is just too far when it can be over here right next to the vent. And of course, hopefully we can move those down. We got the ugly utility sink out. Ed's waiting to get back to work. All right, I got the cabinets all done with that go up there. They're drying. When they dry enough, I can move them and get these. These are almost done. It's just the space we're having to work with. All right. So, when you use boards you find in your yard or out in your shop,
Pretty level.
yay! It's coming along. We have all of the cabinets painted and the doors. He has to take this old faucet off. He did move the water faucets down. So it's coming along, right, Ed?
Yeah.
So you're just gonna screw that down now. We're just using the brackets that Ed's got the washer and dryer all hooked in, our mismatch set. And he's got the shelf on there, and now he is switching the way the dryer door opens. Now to start on the dreaded door. So I'm going to try this heat gun first. It is taking all the previous layers off. And we're going to see how that goes. It's probably going to be
Awful.
It's probably going to be a long ordeal. But I want to get all this off before we repaint it. So I'm going to be working on that. But we're getting it done. It's taking us a little longer than when we were younger back in the day. All right, change of plans. Ed is taking over. It is way too hard to do this hanging because you end up, it would end up messing up because I started getting, it was hard to keep from gouging it. So I took it all off and it's getting nastiness off, and then we'll probably try to sand it smooth. But the heat gun,
It's like peeling bubble gum off. We got a doggy door when we used to have a cat. And
a doggy door for a cat.
I'm gonna get rid of this by putting a piece of door skin over it and then putting these pieces on top, one here, and framing it and painting it all one color. I think that will be nice. And the other side I'm gonna fill with spray foam and cut a piece of the door skin out and lay in it.
Gotta hold that thin panel down, huh?
Yes. Gotta plug up.
Yeah, we have one of those glue bots. We haven't filled it yet.
I heard they work good.
Yeah.
We decided to bring the door in because it just won't dry outside. It's just too wet and cold. This shows that you could do just about anything to dress your door up. This right here is a piece of door skin that I had It's probably a 1/16 of an inch thick. So I cut it and laid it on there.
That was just an inexpensive way of doing it.
This is just some imperfections because we're using construction wood. So this is just plaster that I did on the sides, on the corners. And we'll primer it all out, paint it the same color as the cabinets. It should look really nice. This just shows that you could dress up old things instead of going to buy another
Or
door.
Covering a doggy door.
Yeah, we had a doggy door right here.
Because that was the purpose.
And this door is solid. It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
Love my nail gun. See, this gives me an edge right here for that piece to set in. This is as wide as the door skin that's going to go on there. So when this goes in there, it's I have my flat. 3 ribs put in here, and I'll put my piece here that I cut out. And I have my 4 holes, and I will just shoot these in there. Okay, I made my little holes here. So I'll put this in there, shoot down.
And probably come out your little cracks there.
You can kind of hear it when it fills.
This is what it ended up looking like. It's real nice. He filled it all in, let it dry, all where he put that patch plywood or whatever and stuff, and then he sanded it so it's just slick. I'm getting ready to paint it. Ed did a really good job closing up that doggy door. Let me see if you can see. You can't even see where it was. That's how he did this. I'll show you the inside. Hello, Andy. Let me get you turned around here. So here you can see the frame that he put around that. Little doggy door used to be down here. This is the door skin, and we just painted it. Okay, got our little sink in compared to the other one. He's doing the plumbing. These have been a little bit of a booger. He had to trim these plate covers, whatever they're called, down in order to have enough thread for the rest of it. And we've been trying to repair this wall. We're just going to go ahead because our water's been off all morning. So we'll get that repaired. Chandelier down off that hook so I can reach it to clean it. It's been a couple years. All right, we are getting close to the end. Ed is making a little frame for this window. Try to get it here to give it what? Some pizzazz?
A little bit of pizzazz.
It's kind of dark because I'm shooting into the light of the window, but we could only do a little, I don't know if I catch this, a little lip because, let me go down, there you go, because of obviously this cabinet opens against it, but it won't hit this. Then we'll tape it off and paint it. project. But anyway, this is Debbie and Andy with I'd Rather Be Camping. Until next time, bye-bye.